Everyone, this is Carl. Say hello, Carl.
Hello, Carl.
Carl is dead.
This is true. I am, in fact, dead.
He got turned way back at the beginning of the plague, so he's pretty used to it by now. We actually went here to the school together before everything started, but we didn't really know each other.
Yeah, I studied art history, and Nerler over here studied psychology. I did know you actually. I saw some of your videos online.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this isn't the first time I've dabbled in online video blogging. Anyways, when Carl here shambled back on campus last year, clearly undead but not trying to eat anyone, Professor Sherman and I did some tests,
and hence, one of the mysteries of the plague was discovered.
Like I was saying, we did some tests, and we determined that the reason all zombies can mutter is brains at first is because eating live brains keeps their own neural synapses firing, and the more brains they eat, the more human they can appear. And Carl here discovered all on his own that those live brains don't have to come from humans.
I'm like the Edward Cullen of zombies.
People were pretty suspicious at first, but Professor Sherman and I had fairly conclusive evidence that Carl was not only capable of maintaining his, for lack of a better word, humanity, but that he was capable of doing so without feasting on the rest of us.
So here I am, a productive member of this little campus society.
He's the head chef and the lovable lab rat for our research.
Lovable? Greta.
Okay, Greta doesn't count. She's angry about other things.
Maybe this whole series should be about us getting her laid, you know? Like, get her off my back and into somebody's bed.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. You know, a person's best friend says a lot about them. But enough about how great we are. Tell me about last night.
It's important to note at this point that Carl, even for being dead, has the worst Zadar in the entire world.
It's like Gaydar, but for zombies. And she's right, mine's hell faulty.
But he's the only real authority I have on zombie behavior, and I have to know if Damian's, like...
You have to understand, Alison is racist against zombies.
I am not
You
racist.
are! It's fine. Best friends forgive.
I want to have kids someday, and shacking up with the undead isn't a very good way of realizing that goal.
Fair enough. On the other hand, my game's never been stronger. You wouldn't believe how many women want to sleep with me just because they know I can't knock them up and subject the ensuing spawn to a plague-torn dystopia.
How poetic. So, here's what I was wearing. Red is my new go-to accent color, if you couldn't already tell. It looks great on patrol, plus it's been proven to get your brain primed for sexy times, given that it's present on someone you could hypothetically be sexually attracted to. Plus, it stimulates your adrenal glands, which increase stamina, which dually helps my lacking love life with Damian and our collective ability to dismember the shit out of zombies. Psychology works, Carl!
Do you have to do that?
It's my mandatory art credit.
Just because there hasn't been a zombie attack in a few months doesn't mean that we can start getting
I can still fight. See? This won't be a problem, Damian. I promise.
It's dumb.
It's pretty cool that classes are starting up again, yeah?
I guess.
It's like things are getting back to normal, you know, like a sign. We've got phone and internet service back up, homework, assignments, the whole shebang.
You play piano, right?
Score one for me.
What?
He remembered a personal detail about me that has nothing to do with fighting zombies. That's definitely progress.
Or it's just that ever since you heard he was taking piano for his mandatory art credit, you've been spreading around this rumor that you're a prodigy, so he would hear about it and need your help.
Whatever. It worked.
Yeah, I do. Why? Why?
You know, never mind. It's embarrassing.
You can tell me.
I'm taking piano for my mandatory art requirement, and it's killing me. I have a recital coming up really soon. think that you could give me some...
Yes.
That has to be a sign.
Maybe. Or he just wants to pass his class, and you're manipulating him into needing your help.
You say manipulate. I say gently guiding towards his one true love.
Yes, yes, of course. Of course I can help you. Maybe we could get some coffee beforehand.
I'm not big on coffee.
Or food. We can't play piano on an empty stomach.
I think we should focus on patrol, Al.
Yeah, it's Alison.
Huh?
Kind of suspicious.
Which part? The part where you come off as a crazy person, or the part where he rejects you outright?
He did not reject me outright. He rejected food and drink, neither of which an undead person needs. He still took down my schedule at the end of the night so we could plan our piano date.
You really should let him tell you it's a date.
Focus, Carl. Food and drink.
He didn't reject food. He got annoyed because you were pointing a camera at him when you were supposed to be staying sharp for zombie attacks.
So he could still be alive?
So he could still be alive. Yeah. Now, can we just go? Sherman hates it when we're late.
Yeah.
Cool.